And we're back. Couch Company Podcast. I'm John, and with me is Tyler.
Hello, John.
Hello, Tyler.
What's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on.
You're very excited. I'm trying to match your excitement level.
365. What does that number mean to you?
Oh, man. That is the degrees that I have to cook my salmon every night.
Like, actually?
No, it's 375.
Oh,
it's a year. It's 1 year. It's
that is
365
1
days.
year.
In 1 quarter?
What?
365 and a quarter days is a year.
Is that a leap year?
Every 4 it is.
Oh.
Go on. I'm
No,
derailing this.
366 is like a leap year. Is that 366 days?
Yes, what I'm saying is 365 and 1 quarter days is technically a year of our Earth. That's why we have a leap year every 4, because then
Catches up.
Yeah, the quarter is, yeah.
Because it revolves around the sun.
Something like that, yeah.
Like the Earth goes around the sun.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Revolves around the sun with 365 and a quarter rotations.
Exactly. And
Or no, yes.
yeah. Because 1 day
That's right.
is a swivel.
Oh, what a great start.
I had a great start and then got bogged down
that's my fault.
by the details.
Salmon.
365 is 1 year
1 year.
and a quarter.
Yeah, yes.
And we have been doing the Couch Company podcast for 1 year.
For 1 year. Technically a little over 1 year, because I think we missed 1 episode of my wedding. I apologize profusely again about that.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I can't say unacceptable because you accepted it. We did it.
That's why I changed.
I told you, hey, this is just it's happening. We're not getting this out.
No, I mean, I was there with you. We made an executive decision. Like, do you think a wedding constitutes missing a week?
Yeah,
I'd
just
say
the
so.
wedding and maybe Christmas. I don't know. Anyway, it's been a year. This is our 52nd episode. 52 weeks, regardless of how long it took. It's a year.
It is a year in terms of podcast time.
Yes. Congratulations. This is the longest podcast I've ever done.
Now, or has it been that way for a while?
Now. I think we hit 50 on an old school Broken Glasses podcast.
I've heard about that one.
It was a good one.
It was a great one.
Great one.
Still waiting for what was the game? Bat Beats or something.
Bad Beats?
Yeah,
yeah, it's called Acoustic Caverns. Yeah, Bat Beats was
Bat
pretty.
Beats.
That was good.
I think that's a better name for it, actually.
Bat Beats Nothing if you're talking about the Batman movie. All right, that's my last jab. Go ahead.
The Batman might be the worst movie of all time.
It might be.
It's that.
Prove me wrong. That's what I gotta say.
It's that or the Mannequin 2.
Mannequin 2.
Look it up.
Okay.
All right. We've been doing this for 52 weeks, 365 days, 1 year.
1 year.
12 months.
It's our
Half of 2 years.
yes. Exactly the halfway point.
Tyler, what have you learned in this endeavor?
I've learned that we can just talk about anything, which is fun.
Not intelligently.
No, but here's the thing, and we've talked about this before. Even when we talk unintelligently about something, we still like say we don't know what we're talking about. We always bring it back and say, "Hey, we're dumb," and I think that's an important thing. If we just start talking about how like something off the bat and like we're very like serious about it, then that's a problem.
I don't think we're serious about anything.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Except how bad the Batman is.
Batman
I gotta stop.
It is very bad.
I'm gonna ruin that joke, and I gotta.
It's a horrible movie.
Yeah, that's fine.
It goes. The Batman is my least favorite movie of all time.
Episode 9.
Episode 1.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Podcast over. It's been a good year.
It's been a great year.
That was good. It was a good experiment. We can end now.
Yeah, I've learned that it's fun. I have a good time with it.
Yeah,
It's a great outlet.
It's good because like we're learning speaking. We're learning to talk. Maybe not over each other. Sometimes we get excited.
I get so excited.
I think overall, like we got some decent mic technique. We learned a lot about.
I think we've improved on the mic technique. I remember those early episodes. It was like
like
soft and then really loud.
stay on the mic and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, those were like handouts we were doing like at first.
Yeah,
That was rough.
yeah. It's been fun. I don't know. Like it's something that, and just to be clear, we're not ending. This is the second year kickoff, I guess, ish. Except our seasons are different. Our seasons are based on the calendar year, so that might get confusing for some people. But
No, it's just a reflection
yeah, it's reflection time. I don't know.
on 1 year. The goods, the bads.
I like how we can just literally talk about anything.
Yeah.
There's really no dead air there, and that no matter what we plan, it just goes off the
Yeah, I've learned that
off
plans
the
mean
rails,
nothing.
which is fun. Yeah.
And we can talk about anything as long as it's Lord of the Rings, Mass
Mass Effect, yeah.
Elden Ring. I'm just kidding.
Look, man, I'll tell you about Elden Ring.
Hey, there we go.
I do need to. So this is going to be sent out 2 weeks after we recorded this.
Yes.
Is a big behind the curtain, which I feel like I just have to say every time we talk about it.
That's slowly but surely becoming one of my least favorite corporate phrases.
A peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're ruining that for me. I hate every time you say that.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm ruining a lot for you today.
I've said before, there's no more curtain at the couch company.
There isn't. No,
the
we
curtain's
tore it
gone. We're
down.
always like
We
very
tore it down.
transparent about, hey, this comes out
the
after.
moment the research department comes in and just blows it wide open, saying that we're not even on a couch.
That
that's-
was crazy. I cannot believe
They just did that.
that was
yeah.
our best kept secret.
I know. It's terrible.
Oh, God.
My thing.
We've recorded on a bed, but not a couch.
Yeah, that was an intimate episode. If you want to hear an episode where we are, and I don't know if I think we mentioned it on the actual podcast.
Yeah, we did. That was probably the first thing we said.
Whatever episode where we rank the top 5 letters of the English alphabet, we were sitting on a bed together.
We were cuddling.
It was good. It was good quality.
It actually sounded a lot better than I thought it was going to.
Do it on a bedroom. Who knew? All the pillows and carpet and stuff really just absorb that sound.
All the romance.
I cannot wait to have a room dedicated and treated to
Podcast.
the podcast.
Yeah.
Not dedicated to the podcast. You know what I mean? Like,
Is that going to be
there's
the
a space
same?
set for it?
Is that going to be the same as like a streaming room that you have?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. It's just like my office.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to have like the walls treated. It's going to be something where it's just very, very easy. Like I don't have to like set up and take down. I'm hoping I'll have to figure out how to like do this kind of like, I don't know, like swing out thing. But everything's going to be on like boom arms and stuff where it's very compact. And then whenever like, you show up, I swing it out, extend the arms, and like we can just sit and we can be comfortable. We're going to be on like couches and stuff. It'll be nice. I'm very excited.
So it's very exciting.
Get some video going.
We can get video, yeah.
Our podcast we're in like the video beta too. Like we need to take advantage of that at some point.
On what?
On Anchor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like apparently people. Like, that's the thing is
just buy a
people
house.
Don't. Yeah. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about doing that thing where you go and put money down on a house.
The research department bought a house.
Yeah, I know. Congratulations, the research department. You said you were painting the other.
I was.
Day.
I got some paint on me.
Got paint on you? Did you get sick from the fumes? Was it well ventilated?
At first it wasn't, and then he opened a window.
Oh, well,
we were like,
we got really sleepy, and we were like, "Hey, wait a minute, yeah, that's good."
So it was cool. It was a good time.
But what? So I mean, we did a lot of top fives. We did a lot of
top fives. That was. I think that was our biggest breakthrough. Was discovering the top fives.
Yeah.
Because I remember,
it,
I remember Mike was like, "You got something with this top 5 thing." Everyone enjoyed the top 5s, so
you got something where people just like. I mean, it was wow. What was it? Jeff was there, and like we had a bunch of people, and we were at like Nate's house, and they spent like that night going through the top 5 lists.
Earlier than that, I remember Vinny's.
Oh, Vinny's was
we
another
were
one.
at Vinny's.
Yeah.
That was our top 5 fruits.
Yeah,
and we just sat back and we listened to the whole table argue.
Man.
Yeah. And we were like, "Oh, we have
people have opinions." Who knew?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I don't know.
Ranking things is just fun. I don't know. I've always enjoyed making lists and ranking things, and
especially when you're passionate about something. Like we'll rank anything. That's something that we do say. But when you're talking about something that we both like care deeply, like if we were talking about like Star Wars movies or something like that, that's when you get some heated debates.
Yeah, and I was thinking about. So I was talking to Tyler about a lot of our top fives, like how I just scam him into like getting all these characters on that like he doesn't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
And stuff. But I will say, in terms of like the Star Wars one, the fact that episode 1's in front of 3 keeps me up at night.
There are some. That's why whenever you said that, I'm like, I feel like it's
you've got.
take. Yeah, I got. Some
I don't know if it's quite evened out, but you've gotten some jabs in there. Not jabs, but you've gotten some.
I've gotten picks. I don't think I've ever been upset. Have you been upset on any of the top fives? Like, I know we joke about it and things like that, but is there been something where you're
episode
like,
one does
is that really it? Is that
it doesn't make me upset, but it perturbs me.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's not better than 3. Like you're out of your mind. It's not better than 3. It's just not. I'm sorry. I'll put it in the top 5.
I gotta watch it again.
I'll let it squeak into number 5.
Yeah.
Number 4
Yeah.
beats episode 3.
Who was number? So number 5 was episode 3. So it's 3, 1, 6, 4, 5.
Wait, you're just saying numbers. Okay, wait. So
episode 3 is number 5.
So in order from best to worst, or top 5.
Yeah.
It was 5. Episode 5. Episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 6. Episode 1. Episode 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now for me, I would have swapped 6 and 3. And you could have made an argument there, but if I recall correctly, you were pretty staunch on that.
I love
6 in the top 3.
I love 6.
Can't have everything. I don't know.
I cannot have everything.
Split it. You wanted both of them, and then I just stuck episode 1 right in the middle of those two.
I love it.
Anyway, well, those some good ones.
Yeah,
We're gonna continue doing that stuff. I think it's exciting.
I get roasted for the most is the Cheerios.
That is a perfect. I am your teammate. And while I would have personally done something like a honey nut or anything with a little bit more flavor, I will die on that hill with you.
I don't care.
We'll be sitting there propped up and holding a box of Cheerios.
I've been made fun of in my life.
Yeah,
so much.
You had more passion than I ever did about cereal. So.
Because like people just roasted me. Like, what are you, 80?
Yeah,
idiot. And I was like, hey man,
we got some good ones coming up. As far as top 5s go, like I'm very excited. It was like Greek Gods is one coming.
Greek Gods is coming up. I think we should do top 5
Still have the
universes.
TV shows coming.
TV shows.
Yeah, TV shows that's gonna be a tough one.
Can we even do that?
yeah, we could do
top
it.
5 TV shows of all time.
TV shows of all time, or do
I know we're gonna do like sitcoms.
Comedies. You're right.
We're gonna do sitcoms. Yeah. I really want to do top 5 fictional universes to live in.
To live in.
Yeah,
that's gonna be all right.
See, but you're saying like shit like Force that doesn't count.
I don't think it counts because it's based on a real world thing. I don't know. Like I feel because we talked about this and this is where we get into the rules section before we even do this top 5. But when you're doing stuff and it's like, oh hey, Madden is real world, and it's like yeah to an extent, but the moment you create a character. Now it's a alternate universe, so to speak.
Yeah.
So it's a fictional universe.
Okay, so then you can pick Madden.
Okay, well that's all I'm saying is like okay, if you're gonna pick Forza,
I might pick Madden. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what, it would be pretty nice to play football.
Sure, why not? I mean, all the Spider-Man games technically.
There has to be a lot of rules in this. So the thing. I mean, we can talk about it later, but the thing for me is like, okay, let's say I pick Madden.
Yeah.
Is it just what you see in the game? Like that's how you live your life? Like you're just playing football and then that's your whole life?
A good question.
Or is it like Earth? Like because it's on Earth, can I still do other things even though technically that's not in the game? It's that universe. Oh. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess philosophically, is there a universe outside of Madden if it's not described?
It's implied.
It's implied. But if it's that would be a great rule. Yeah, you can pick Madden. But you can only do things stated within the game. Yeah. So, for instance, and I don't know, I don't play Madden. If they start talking about like, oh, this person went to so-and-so university, then technically that university exists in that universe. But if they don't talk about half the states, then like the states don't exist.
Can I, like, do I have a house?
If it says so in the game.
No, it doesn't fucking say so in the game. You're playing Madden.
That's the still.
They just talk about football.
Well, I would say you would have a house if it says you live in state.
It doesn't say you live in state.
Well, then I would not pick Madden, my friend.
Dude, that's such a stupid role.
I agree.
Because if you pick something like Mass Effect, you would be like,
you have a ship.
Yeah, but you're not Shepard. You're like your own person.
Yeah, but you could. I mean, they talk about colonies and different things. You could be in a colony if you wanted
They
to do
explore that a lot more than Madden.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe don't pick Madden. I don't know. It's whatever. I mean, Forza is the same thing. What do you do? Live in a car?
Yeah.
All right.
You're telling me I get to go around in beautiful Mexico, get paid exorbitant amounts of money for winning street races that are completely illegal in real life.
Yeah, but then what do you do with that money?
Buy more cars.
Buy better cars. Yeah.
See, you probably want to do like Grand Theft Auto because you can have a house, you can have nice cars, you can bang people.
Yeah,
right?
Sure. I guess all that is.
You get killed and then you walk out of a hospital.
Yeah. I would not play in Doom. That's for sure. That's a bad universe.
I wanted to do top 5 best, top 5 worst.
That's
as
good.
Well, right?
All right.
Like.
So what you're saying, we're not going to do any of this today.
No,
but this
absolutely
is,
not. We're just reminiscent. Well, this isn't even reminiscent. This is future.
This is future stuff.
Year 2 stuff.
Yeah. Well, year 2, season 2,
sure. Year 2.
Yeah.
There's a little overlap. There's going to be season 3, year 2, but.
But this episode, so it's going to be a shorter episode, but because it was the 1 year anniversary, we wanted to specifically talk about an idea we had for the next year.
Yeah.
For this coming year.
And what idea is that?
Oh, it's your idea. I feel like you should introduce it.
Okay. So I was thinking, how can I use the podcast as an excuse to better myself? Because on my own, I don't want to do anything. But if it's for the podcast,
gives you some motivation.
There's more motivation involved. So I thought it'd be fun if we picked, because Tyler and I are always like, oh man, I wish I was like better at this, or I wish I don't know. Tyler was talking about like playing Beat Saber again.
Yep.
And like getting back into that because he was pretty into it for a while. And I talk about other things. And then trying to think of like what I was like, dude, what if I just spent a year playing League?
Yeah.
Could I get really good?
It's like, it's this thing of you have an excuse to do it. And I guess when you talk about video games, there's a little bit of a, I have, if you told somebody, hey, I played League of Legends for X hours a day, every single day for a year, people would be like, oh, what are you doing with your life?
Right. Yeah.
It's like, why are you playing video games? It'd be the same thing with Beat Saber.
Yeah.
But if you say...
Well, Beat Saber's exercise, though. That's different.
Well, you can make that argument. But so, I mean, you're exercising your mind in League. League is way more mentally intensive than Beat Saber is.
I would say League is more emotionally intensive.
Yeah, absolutely, sure. But what I'm saying is, like, if you bill it as... We're doing it, to get better and see progress, but like it's for the podcast or it's just an experiment.
Right.
Suddenly people are like more acceptable.
Well, I feel like if I'm playing a video game for a year, I want to document it. So I would probably like
it'd be cool,
record it.
Sure.
Every game I play. Mm-hmm. And then maybe I would like live stream it on YouTube. And even though probably nobody would watch, it all saves to our YouTube page.
Yes.
Check out our YouTube page.
Yeah, we got some stuff on there.
What's the YouTube called?
There, you have to go to our couchcompany.games.
Oh fuck!
You have to have a certain number of you have to have a certain number of subscribers, and they have to do some things, and then you have to have it has to be like valid for X amount of time. I don't know. I think we hit the time frame, but
well, go to couchcompany.games.
Yeah, go subscribe to it, and we can eventually have a vanity URL. But it's there.
It is there.
Yeah.
It exists. I swear. But yeah, so I think that'd be interesting. So anyways, long story long, I wrote down a bunch of hobbies / skills, things that I could work on for a year.
Yeah.
Track the progress. I'm sure like we'll implement some rules in terms of like how many hours a week we have to put in, or maybe like
that's going to be a fun conversation
variable.
Because I think different skills and things require different time for sure.
And we'll set a good balance, something that won't kill us.
Yeah.
Like if I get League, I'm not going to do like, 10 hours a day. And
yeah, I mean, if you're not committed, that's fine. We don't have to.
I am quitting my job.
Anyway, well, I mean, you want to, so That's one of the things I wanted to talk about too. Is we don't want this to be overwhelming, right?
Right.
I thought it
should be fun.
How do you feel about picking like a game, but then also picking something that isn't a game?
So like a skill and then a game,
something like that.
I think that's because
you
have something there.
We
have
were
something
kicking
there.
stuff around, and like I game wise, I still want to do Beat Saber because it's that kind of double thing of like like you said, like exercise, and I did see myself making progress on it, and I think it'd be kind of a cool thing to do. But then I wouldn't mind having some sort of other skill that maybe I'm not, because I would say I'm decent at Beat Saber.
Yeah,
like I'm okay, right? So it's like, can I pick something that I'm bad at?
Right.
Because I think that's ultimately the thing is, I don't know about you, I bounce off stuff very quickly. If I'm not inherently good at something, I typically am just like, okay, well, forget it. I'm not doing this anymore. So if I can do something I'm bad at or something I have no experience with, but then because of the podcast, because of the accountability stage, force myself to continue doing something until I see some sort of improvement, I think that'd be cool.
That's a good idea. And I'm really excited because the way I see it going is every week during the podcast, we have our updates.
Yeah, like a little check-in. It doesn't have to be big or anything.
Absolutely. Unless there's a big breakthrough or something.
Which I think is exciting, right?
Very exciting.
Something neat.
So the research department actually had an interesting idea because one of the things I was floating around is cooking.
Yeah.
Obviously. Pretty useful skill. Fun skill.
Arguably, sure. Yeah. If you like nourishing yourself.
Yeah. What if there's like a challenge at the end of the year? For cooking, his idea was like a Master Chef style, like you get ingredients, you have to put some together.
Yeah.
Like, can you do that kind of thing?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Like, so do you think on a cooking level, and I have no concept of it. I mean, people go to culinary school for 4 years.
Absolutely.
And like, so who knows?
Yeah.
But you would say like, oh, hey, I could like whip you something up from scratch.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
A year of committed focus to that.
I feel like that would be expensive, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how you would do that. Like we would have to like come up with a curriculum and figure that stuff out.
If I get cooking, I think I'm going to start with eggs. I want to learn how to, I know how to cook eggs, but I want to master cooking eggs in every style.
Okay.
I think that's a good
I hate eggs, but
point.
yeah, no, that's...
Well, I'm not making them for you.
No, I know. But if are we judging each other? Like, I mean, obviously this is a support system, right? Like we're going to,
where we make
hold each other accountable. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Hold each other accountable and stuff and do check-ins, but we also want to be encouraging.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be like, oh, you made what kind of egg this week? I eat it. I'm like, it's all good. I love it. Could have used more salt and or less egg. I don't know. That'd be good.
No, I think that would be good. It would be tough. I mean, you'd have to like see like for something like, so I have a list. I have 20.
Yeah, I mean, you keep looking over your list. You want to like rattle some stuff off?
Like one of them is chess.
Yeah.
So that one would be like, okay, what rating can you get after a year?
That'd be good.
It's dedicated,
Yeah.
You set a goal for yourself. That's like a more goal-oriented. I don't know if there would be a challenge unless there's someone you know who's really good at chess. And I would play them after a year, but
Chelsea's grandma is pretty good at chess.
Oh, you were telling me that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't know what her rating is. That's the thing. Is like, she's good in her neighborhood.
Right.
I mean, she beat me.
Yeah, if she doesn't play online, she probably doesn't have a rating.
Yeah.
But that would be something. So yeah, let me just start right. So I mentioned League. That's easy because there's rank in that.
Yeah, and that's something that you enjoy, so you could see yourself getting.
See, that's it. Like, there's two approaches, I guess. I know you were talking about like something you're bad at, trying to get better at. Definitely one thing. I think that's good. But something you're decent at and trying to master it is another kind of approach.
Sure.
Kind of like, I guess, Beat Saber in your.
So we are specifically saying like a skill. So like the challenge for a year isn't like I want to read 52 books.
Right.
Or something like that, correct? Like it's a skill.
Yeah, I think I have. Do I have reading on here? I do have reading on here.
Reading was on my list as well.
Yeah.
It just is like
that would be like, it's not a skill, but it would be like, okay, I'm gonna hold myself accountable. I'm gonna read a book a month or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I should have 12 books I can discuss. Whether
I would bet you could get through two books a month minimum, right?
No, I hate reading.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm a very slow reader.
No, fair enough. All right. So let's see. Let's hear your list.
All right, you want me to just run it down?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, League of Legends #1
Yeah.
because I hate myself. Chess, poker,
Okay.
cooking, running.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you imagine a year of dedicated running?
Running's good.
How in shape I'd be?
Yeah. I mean, ruin your knees early on. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope I don't get that one. Piano,
Yeah.
a language.
So real quick, to go back, you don't know piano at all?
I can get by,
Okay.
but I would.
So there's some
spend
precedent
a
there.
year.
Yeah.
I'm not a master.
Sure.
I'll tell you
Well,
that.
yeah.
But a year would do me good.
But you've played piano. You can read music. There is
I
a
can read
jumping
music.
off point.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not starting at zero. I'm not
Right.
like I'm just going to teach myself how to play. Like,
Sure.
obviously, I'm a musician. I know how to read music. I know the keys.
You know some things.
I know the technique. I'm very bad at piano technique, though.
Sure.
Like fingerings. It's like very awkward. Like I do it in the most awkward way. I don't know. Pianists.
I'm
hate
sure
me.
you're wonderful at
Yeah.
the fingerings.
Number 8 is bodybuilding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, that would be just, it wouldn't be like, I wouldn't be doing like a competition or anything, but it's essentially just dedicating yourself to the gym and a diet.
And it would be, I mean, you would have like check your body mass. I mean, we have a scale here. You can technically weigh yourself once a week.
I would take it extremely seriously. Like
Yeah.
what I'm eating,
Mm-hmm.
counting everything I'm eating, going to the gym, have like a regimen, like a workout routine.
Yeah.
And there would be like, and along with all of these, there would be a lot of research that goes into it, like to see what my strategy.
I mean, doesn't
would be.
Chris Hemsworth have like an app that's like, hey, you want to
Yeah,
be
but
Thor?
I'm
Here,
fucking
follow
paying for
this.
that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
that's
go on
fair.
bodybuilder.com, go on beginner bodybuilder routine.
Yeah,
and then
just get
there to go.
jacked. Sure.
That would be fun. And that would be cool too. That one, you'd take like a picture
Mm-hmm.
starting, and then after a year, let's see where you get.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. That one's pretty exciting. Number 9, D&D.
Okay.
What if I run a game for a year? Every week.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. For the podcast.
Like a set.
And that'd be cool to talk about every week. Like, hey, this session, you know, this. I mean, we wouldn't go super long, but like,
Yeah, we
this
won't turn it into a D&D podcast,
yeah.
but sure.
This cool thing happened or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So that'd be a cool one to do.
So now, when you do the D&D stuff, is it purely because like the whole point is you get better at
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
So then it would be, like crafting the world then, or like
DMing,
because you would
like
have to
all
spend,
aspects.
and you would force yourself to do X amount of time during
Yep.
the week to prep for it, and it wouldn't
Yep.
just be like last minute. And,
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
whatnot,
I would take it really serious and prep and, you know.
practice voices. Get those accents
Yeah,
going
that's
on.
part of it.
Yeah,
that's part of it.
That's what I'm talking
very
about.
bad at accents. So
But that's where you
that's
get
part of
better.
it.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
of course.
That'd be
Zero
super-
judgment.
That'd be super cool.
I would suck at it. I am just cringe at accents. Number 10, reading. So
Yeah.
I talked to you about that one already. Number 11, gardening.
Yeah.
That one's pretty cool, and that would be something I could do with my mom, which would be really cool. She really likes to garden. I think there's something really cool about like being able to grow something yourself. Like,
Uh-huh.
have a whole look out and be like, oh yeah, I grew all that,
Right.
or like what we're eating right now, yeah, I grew that. Like that would be really cool to me.
Nothing's
So-
better than a homegrown tomato.
I hate tomatoes.
Yikes. Well,
I would put in a sauce. I make a sauce.
yeah, you can make a sauce,
Yeah,
and like you could
pasta.
make all the seasonings in the sauce. You could grill all that stuff too.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah,
good.
that'd be awesome.
probably
And then I
good
would
sauce.
probably do flowers and stuff.
Yeah,
Be cool.
my
But
dad
I-
got really into gardening.
Yeah, I'd get really into it because like our spot is like half sun, half shade. So I'd like do a lot of research, like what's the best vegetables to plant
Mm-hmm.
with this much sun and climate and everything.
Start
and
testing like
soil.
pH levels.
Oh
and-
yeah, I'd get real into it. Yeah, with all of these, I hope I get like just super into it. All right, number 12, marksmanship.
On guns
Firearms,
or
yeah.
bow and arrows. Okay.
Trying to button it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Shooting guns. I think that would be cool.
Well, I mean, marksmanship is a bunch of different things. Like, are you doing like just targets, a course? Or are you doing like?
I think it would be a variety. I think it would be targets, courses. I know Nate's he was always wanted to get into like 3-gun, which is like a competition.
Or like a rifle, pistol,
Yeah, it's a pistol, shotgun, and
and a knife throwing. That'd be cool. At the end, the last target, you just whip a knife.
Call of Duty style.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would be interesting. That would be expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I bet it could get real good after a year.
That would be probably more expensive than anything else you have on that list.
Mentioned so far.
I would say so.
I would say bodybuilding is very expensive. All the food I'm gonna have to eat.
Yeah.
All the pre-workout shit is so ungodly expensive.
Really?
Oh yeah, like a tub.
And, yeah, no, but
$100.
you like need that?
No, but if I'm going all in,
Yeah, but like I guess what I'm saying is if you go to like a bodybuilder dude,
Yeah.
you're like, yo, do you need this pre-workout stuff? You think they're gonna say 100% of the time, like, oh yeah, no, this is you need this
every
for recovery.
serious dude I've ever seen in the gym has pre-workout.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Huh.
Maybe you don't need it. I'm sure you don't. Like I don't use it now, and I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna be very serious about it,
And the
I'm
gym,
sure-
I mean, the gym costs money and everything too. I guess
I
the
already
thing
pay
with,
for the gym though.
yeah, and like with food, you already pay for food. It's just changing what you eat and what you consume.
Yeah,
You're
but
gonna
if
eat
I'm
more
on a
of it.
bodybuilder diet, I have to eat a lot of fucking protein.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a
but
lot.
chicken's super cheap. You
Yeah, but
could,
it's a lot.
it's a lot, but you could make some stuff.
Yeah, you're
for
probably right.
one.
Yeah, you're probably right.
One trek to Thornhill, you could probably get. Chicken
I would
for
probably
like a
stop
month.
going to Thornhill.
You would have to.
Yeah,
You can
like,
get some-
or
you
I
can
can
get-
get
you can
chicken
get
there, but
food, yeah.
I would cry because I'd want a burger.
You could get a burger. Tons of protein in burgers.
Yeah, but
There's a lot of fat. I don't know.
yeah, I mean you gotta have good protein, lean protein.
Yeah, chicken and eggs.
I
That's
like
it. That's
chicken
all you're
eggs.
eating.
I
Yeah.
don't care.
I
like
mean, that's
that.
fine.
I'd actually be really sad. No pizza, no Chinese. All right, that was 12 marksmanship. 13 writing.
Okay.
Maybe like some poetry, get into some short stories, and work my way up to maybe like writing a ditty.
A little short ditty, little novel. I think that like goes hand in hand with D&D, right?
That does go hand in hand with D&D, but this would just be solely like, oh, can I write like a little short story?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
that would be interesting.
Like at the end of the year, that would
Yeah.
be your end
Magnum
metric.
opus.
Yeah, just short story.
Yeah, I don't know, like an X amount of page story. Can I write something?
That'd be great.
Does writing extend into musical writing? That would be interesting.
I think it's a different type of writing.
It
but
is a
yeah,
different type.
for sure.
Obviously, it's a different type of writing.
I mean, it's composing.
yeah, it's true. Composition.
I think that's
I
the
should
word.
have composition on here. I don't though.
That's fine. It's like a writing bee.
All right. I have hiking/camping.
What would you?
Yeah, I'm not
learn?
sure.
I guess.
I was thinking like a lot of outdoors stuff.
Yeah, like eventually, like the end result would be you go into the woods with a knife for a week. Good luck. There you go.
Maybe not that much, but
weekend.
for that. It's like maybe every week I go out and do something like a trail or
Like you could just get like a progressively harder trail or harder
I don't know,
non-climbing
something,
thing or
yeah.
something like that. Yeah, that'd be cool.
every week I just do some sort of outdoor activity. And it gets
Yeah.
progressively more. And maybe the year end for that would be you do a weekend in the woods
Yeah.
camping, like actually camping.
Sounds like a nightmare, but I mean that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm not excited about that one, but some of these I'm like, oh, I hate this. But I think in all fairness, maybe it's like if you give it a try, you'll like it.
I think a lot of what we run into is just this. We have so much available to us, just in the world,
Too
and
much.
and forcing yourself to focus on one thing with no like out, right? Like I mean, even with like when we talk about like games and things like that, it's like, oh, I died on this game, I'll just quit and pick a different one. Like
Yeah.
it's like, nope, you have to continue this or you don't play another game, like that type of thing. Like
Yeah.
that would be an interesting thing, but.
I'm so part of me is like, oh, this is a really great exercise, and part of me is like, dude, what if we're just miserable? Like, should there be a
I think that's when
You know?
that's when we're honest, and that's good material either way, right? Like if you're miserable, sure, but like either you break through that ceiling, or
Yeah.
for a year you're learning. Because like you got to think about it, where it's at that point it becomes less about the activity you're doing and more about just the mental,
fortitude?
like the willpower
Yeah.
and like the encouragement and like the
Yeah.
support system and stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. So I have that. That one can be amended, but yeah, it's like outdoor things, like maybe hiking, camping, maybe like water stuff.
Uh-huh.
You know, like paddle boarding. I know that Abby's really into that.
Yeah.
See, Abby would be a great person for that because she's always looking to go outdoors.
One
It's always
of
looking
mine,
to stay indoors.
One of mine was kayaking, where it was like
Yeah,
Chelsea
kayaking.
likes that stuff. Well, she likes stand-up paddleboarding, but like my dad really likes kayaking.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's something I could really get into.
Maybe after a year, it would be like, let's go on a trip and do like a whitewater raft
Right.
or something, like a serious.
And the reason why I wanted to do something like that versus necessarily like, I mean, you could hike all year round, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
I figured like even in the winter months, you're still like I have a rowing machine. Like there's zero. I have no. I don't know. Like there's no lock to that. Like you can just keep doing it.
Right.
So it's still training.
Right.
But
15, martial art.
what kind?
I don't know. One of them.
All right.
All of them.
Judo.
Judo.
Judo, I think it's a pretty
Martial
good base. Judo and wrestling, right? And you can get in the
Yeah.
UFC.
I know Abby does kickboxing, and Chelsea does kickboxing sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll go to their gym. That'd be cool. I know they have other classes there, like MMA and stuff,
Yeah, I don't
which
know
is
what
mixed martial arts.
I don't know what top tier does anymore. There's top tier and then Rival, I think, is
Yeah.
my cousin's gym now.
Yeah.
So they're doing that as well.
That would be. I don't know about that one. As you can see, as I get further onto the list, I started running out of
Just
ideas.
throwing things, yeah.
Well, I think it'd be good. I think it's a great skill, learning how to defend, like self-defense.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, why not?
Get in shape. But that's another gym membership, so that's going to be a pricey one.
I'm sure there's something there that you could like mix the two together. Yeah, you're right though. It's
I would have to cancel the one I have now because I don't want to have 2 gym memberships.
yeah, but I think that's worth it though. If you're constantly doing
For a
MMA,
year.
you're still
Yeah.
going to get an exercise. It's not like you're losing out on anything there.
Well, what do they do? A class every week? I could do it once a week, right?
I think I don't know. You'd have to talk with the girls, but
I think martial arts would be cool.
Yeah.
16, cycling.
ooh,
Yeah.
okay,
We'll get into that. Actually, my buddy was into cycling for a while. They do like these races and stuff. They got like there's these like leagues. So I mean, I wouldn't start there. I'd start on the bike I have, and then we'll see where it progresses. I mean, maybe I get like a nice bike, and maybe I get really into it.
I could see that.
Yeah,
Cycling would be fun.
that'd be fun. My calves would be huge. Love
Yeah.
that.
Is it more your calves or more of? I think it's more of your
Thighs.
your
I think it's
thighs,
everything.
yeah.
I think it's.
Oh,
all
your legs
Yeah,
get
yeah.
jacked, but
tree trunks.
yeah, you could play some hockey at that point.
Oh, I want to play
Little
hockey.
crossover,
I want to start a deck hockey team this year,
Yeah,
but I don't think I have enough people.
not for 2 teams.
No, there's like
No, I'm
Deck
just
Star.
kidding. Yeah, I got you.
Are you sure?
I got you.
All right,
Couch
18.
Company can sponsor that.
Yeah, dude, that would be sick. We would definitely have yellow and black jerseys.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Number 18, coding.
Yes,
Yep.
that's one of mine.
Yeah,
Yeah, coding would be fun.
it would be awful.
That would be,
but it'd be useful.
Yeah. No, coding's.
That's actually one where it's like, wow, if this like does really well, like that's really good for us. Maybe we could actually do something with that.
Yep.
But I don't like. I don't know. A year dedicated to something, you know, maybe you could get
Yeah.
somewhere with that.
It's keeping you engaged.
I don't know where I would start though.
Well, that's part of it. Is like, are you looking for coding? Like, I mean, and I don't know anything about it. That's the beauty of it. Where it's like that sounds interesting, but you're starting at ground zero. So then that part of that research is like, okay, what are some like? Do you go like Apple Swift, where it's such a proprietary like specific thing, or do you try to find like what are your foundation codes, so to
Right.
speak?
Right.
Which I don't know. Is C# even a thing anymore? Whatever.
I don't know. You know more than me. You're saying shit, and I don't even know what you're saying.
Well, yeah, I don't even know. What
I think it'd be
those are.
interesting. I know Nate's friend can code for like Android apps. I would want to do iOS.
So it'd be like you're talking like apps and
No, I just think that would be interesting. I think an
Yes.
app, because we've talked about a lot of good app ideas.
yeah.
So being able to execute on that
Yeah.
would be awesome.
No, that'd be cool to like. There are tons of like sites and databases and things of like, oh, we have an API, and like,
Yeah.
man, that's 90% of the
There's the work.
issue.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly,
I would
right.
love to pull that in and
Yeah.
design something.
Exactly,
That'd be super
right?
cool. Yeah, it'd be cool.
All right. So that was 17. 18, scuba diving.
Okay. Wow. All right.
I really want to learn how to scuba dive. I don't know. Is that a year-long process? I have no idea. I'm sure it
It would have to be, right?
would have to
Like,
be. See, this one would be slow. It's not like,
Sure.
oh, I can do this every week. It'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm studying for my test. I'm taking my test.
Yeah.
I'm now a certified scuba diver. And
What would the end be? It'd be like the end goal is like, I want to be a scuba diver instructor.
oh my God, that's more than a year. The end goal would be like, I want to scuba dive in like Hawaii or something.
Oh, so
Go on-
you're
go on
talking
a
like
trip.
very expensive. Yeah.
That would be, yeah. That would be that'd be awesome, dude.
It would.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
You could technically do that all year round. Can you like you have to go like here you're doing it in like hot water, like not hot water, but like during hot
Well-
months and like go when it's like freezing.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, dude. It would be really cool because, like, if we are tracking our journey, that's great video content.
Sure.
Scuba diving,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fantastic.
That'd be super neat.
Could look at like underwater cameras and stuff and all the sea life.
Yeah.
Swim with turtles or something. I love it. I'm down. That's a tough one though. I don't know. I think it'd be cool though. I've always wanted to do it.
No, I think that's good.
19 pool.
Wait, pool?
Pool.
Pool. Got it.
POOL.
Yeah. That's a good one.
And this is just because I was struggling at this point. I was like, I need to think. And I remember you're like, dude, you need something where like you can hustle people. It's like, oh yeah, Tyler did say that, pool. So what if I just get really good at pool?
Yeah.
And then-
I mean, why not?
That would be like a cool thing. Like this is definitely not the most useful thing on the list. Probably the
Right.
least useful thing on this entire list. But it would be like a cool thing. It's like, oh, you go to this party, there's a pool table, and you just destroy everyone because you're randomly good at
Yeah,
pool
you could
for
have-
no reason.
Having that one skill that just the thing with that though is you have to be like low key about stuff, right? It's just like
Yeah.
like Chelsea's dad's perfect with this, where he just knows a ton about a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Even like it's just having the knowledge where you're not beating people over the head with it, but if anyone ever challenged you to it, or it'd be the same thing with like beer pong or something where you're just
Yeah.
like really good
Really
at
good.
it, or like cornhole or something. On like just you go to a party and you just shred people.
What if you picked cornhole?
That'd be great. Why
Practice
not?
cornhole an
Yeah.
hour every day.
The thing with
for a year.
cornhole though, and this if you're going down that path, would be like you're gonna have to practice with a bunch of different boards
Yeah.
and weights and distances, and like you just want to be like you can't be just like, oh, I'm really good with my set.
Yeah.
It's like, nope, it doesn't matter. If there's a hole and a beanbag in your hand, they're connecting.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, number 20. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Volunteering.
Okay.
I would volunteer maybe once a week.
Just for anything.
Yeah, soup kitchen,
Cleaning up
cleaning up
garbage.
yeah. Whatever. Yeah,
That's good.
it's a good one.
You're very well rounded in your list. My list is not.
I'll be really honest. I really hope I don't get that one, which is so shitty to say. But again, it would be one where it's like, okay, maybe it's meant to be. Maybe it will be good for me.
Sure.
And for others.
Is that 20?
That's number 20.
That's number 20.
That's why if I roll a 20 and not 20.
Did we say that you have a D20 in your hand?
Yeah, we didn't. I have a D20 in my hand.
I can't believe you're leaving out the chance.
Why not?
No, I mean, that's great.
I'm not rolling it now.
Okay.
I want to hear your list.
No, my list is like, I mean, we already talked about Beat Saber.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like my video game. Like I get kind of like both things on that. I did want to have on there actually League of Legends.
Oh my god, that'd be
Because-
fantastic.
Because nothing would, I mean,
if you get League of Legends, I have to do League of Legends at that point.
for all intents and like purposes, I don't know anything about League of Legends.
No.
Right? Like I've played it. I don't know anything about it.
No.
So I think that would be a good one where I will get absolutely frustrated and annoyed and hate everything. But
I know we
like,
talked about this a lot. This idea of not telling the friend group that we're going to practice like a
Right.
game that they
Yeah,
like, and
just
then
do it.
show up and be
Just
like
do real
Valorant or
good.
something or
Yeah.
CS:GO.
Yep.
It's
But that's it. Like,
incredible.
like I hate feeling like I'm always the weak link on stuff.
Yeah.
So if I could just do something that I'm like good at it, or I'm not, or at least I'm not a detriment to the team, that would be.
I wonder how
that'd be
good
cool.
you could get
I don't know.
after a year.
I don't know. Like if
don't
that's
know
all
either.
I'm doing, where it's
Yeah.
like every night I'm
Yeah.
just putting in X amount of time in League of Legends, or I'm learning.
Do you have to play
strats
by
or doing
yourself, or would you play with me?
Oh, I would play. Absolutely play with you.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
that'd
part
be
of it,
fun.
right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
part of League is you have to, I assume, play with people to
Yeah.
get to a certain level,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
So I wouldn't mind.
Support. We could run it in the
yeah.
bot lane, dude.
Yeah, I would.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So there was that.
Fun.
We talked about coding a little bit. I am of the mindset of either coding specifically for like a game or
Yeah.
coding on the like apps and different things like that. And
Does
like,
coding, does that count for like RPG Maker? Is that like coding?
it
sort
can
of?
be.
Yeah.
So there is coding there. If you're doing any type of like custom like battle systems or different things like that, the understanding of how to do that, I'm under the impression RPG Maker is pretty broad. Like you could do some really cool things there.
I wouldn't mind like just getting really good at RPG Maker for a year. And then we could like eventually do our game, like actually.
Right. But like even that, I was thinking about like coding a website and being like, all right, I'm actually going to make like a baller site for like Couch Company.
Right.
Like that's the end, right? Or it's
Right.
just like, hey, this is like a really involved thing, which I think would be really fun. I don't know if that's going to take a year. I would assume so. But like, yeah, like with the RPG Maker. As far as physical stuff, like I know you mentioned running, I was thinking about something along the line, more not necessarily bodybuilding, but like I'm gonna go to the gym every day, and like maybe my metric was just like how many pull-ups can I do at the end of the year or something like that. Swimming would be great, expensive, but I like swimming. Yeah,
not as expensive as scuba diving.
That's true. We were talking about cooking. I want to get like if I was going to go the cooking route, I would do baking. I would do something that is very meticulous and like that's what I would want to focus on and I would want to focus on the artistic side of it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of where I would lean because Chelsea's a very good cook and I feel like if we like
be the 1-2 punch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. What else?
Drawing?
Yes, drawing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Drawing was one where like I used to like drawing and then like people are very good at drawing.
Oh, yeah.
So it would be like, okay, can I get into drawing? Can I start doing like characters or whatever and like be a little bit more self-sufficient, which could then, again, go into our game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think just really sitting down and kind of relearning the basics and relearning like perspective and all that stuff, I think it would be really cool. And it kind of painting in the same way, but with painting, I wanted to do something a little bit more abstract-y. So it's like I'm just going to do a picture a week or whatever and just find like an art style. Like that was kind of like the end metric was like, what is your art style? What is like, what would like if I was going to, and I know this is silly for a year, but it's like if I was going to ever be like a famous artist, what would I be known for? Like you have your Picasso and things like that. Like,
what's your niche?
Yeah, without pulling from anyone else, or at least trying to be as outside of it as possible. And then as far as like I know you said writing, but that would be kind of something that I want to. It's more of like a journal type of thing. Like it wouldn't be like writing a short story or something, but to actually keep a journal. Like at the start of every year, I'm like, oh hey, I want to keep a journal, and I do maybe like 3 days, and I just
like is that just documenting like what you did?
Just something, yeah, like how I'm
what
feeling
your thoughts
and stuff. Like
it's
I
really
know,
great.
like I mean, we talk about how like I'm super depressed, or I don't want to play games, or I don't want to do this. Like to try to like document stuff and just get something written down on like, okay, if I'm really being honest, and specifically if I'm the only person seeing it, like typically whenever I write a journal, it's like, oh well, if somebody ever found this, I'd be almost like you're like writing it to someone else.
Yeah.
And I want something that like maybe it's only I can like it's like face scan or something that only opens up whenever it's me and I can't show anyone else or something. I don't know.
Would you write it on paper or?
I don't know. I would like to.
Yeah,
I think that's
better.
something a little bit more permanent where it's like you get this book and you have to use a pen or something and it's going to be messy, and I always reset, I always delete notes and things, but I feel like that permanence
Scratch
is
things out,
important.
Doodles.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have a list, or is it
no?
I'm just
spouting stuff out. I mean, like I feel like from a game perspective, like I'm gonna do Beat Saber. Like I already like that's what I'm gonna start doing anyway. But in terms of like a skill gain, and then clarinet was the other thing. Is, get back into clarinet and see if I can like start doing any type of thing with that. I just don't know.
Cool.
I don't know.
Oh, I like that. Those are good.
I can write a list if we're doing it randomized.
Well, hey, no, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm actually nervous now that the D20 is in my hand. I am really nervous, and I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
But you don't have to. I mean, what speaks to you? Like
what if I did 3 rolls?
Yeah,
and then I pick from one of those 3. It's kind of a compromise.
That's fine,
right?
Yeah, could do that. I mean, what do you want to do?
I know
you want to do League. The problem is
I do want to do League,
but the problem with League is like then if I did League, that would hinder you doing League.
No,
Like, we would not play together at that point.
yeah.
The only way for me to do League is if you're not doing League, because then you could play
Then
with
I
me.
could play with you. Well, it's like, I would start from the bottom. Well, we're going to run into that problem if I'm playing League or not.
Why is that?
Because if I'm playing League with you, it doesn't matter if I'm doing it for my challenge or not. I guess what you're saying is I'm going to be hindered.
You're not going to be challenged at all. You're going to just carry, and that's not going to help me. Because
but it's not going to help you either way.
It will in the beginning, because you're going to at least teach me.
I'm going to try.
Hopefully.
I'm going to try to teach you everything I know.
I shouldn't do League.
You shouldn't.
No,
but
you should just do League.
I'm very giddy about it, thinking about the prospect of you having to play League.
Oh,
and you'd be like, John, this is a horrible idea. I'm like, well, you're stuck with me for a year.
What if we were like, hey, we need to really get into an MMO?
No,
Like, we have to get
Tyler,
into an MMO.
don't even fucking.
Like, we for a year
my
straight,
God.
the only thing we do.
I just got sick to my stomach bringing that up.
Oh, man.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard in my
Can you
life.
imagine that?
No.
Oh, man.
That is something that's perfect, where it's like, hey, Nate, by the way, we're masters at Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, we have everything.
Like,
It's set, yeah.
You haven't seen us for a year. This is why.
I would feel bad, because Nate would love to play that.
Yeah, you'd love to play with us.
Yeah.
But I just know I wouldn't have fun.
I don't know how much fun we're going to have in a lot of this stuff.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
That's a
like,
good point.
it's
We
less
could
about
do
fun
that.
and more about kind of forcing yourself to
We could do a shooter.
to
We
better
could-
yourself.
We could,
I don't know.
We could do like Valorant.
One, if we're talking, well, Valorant would actually be a pretty good thing.
Compromise.
Yeah.
I
But that,
suck at Valorant,
see,
though.
so do I. But then
So bad.
Valorant turns into, like, every day we're doing, like, those stupid drills. And
Much rather
like,
play League than Valorant.
I honestly would too, and I don't like League.
I know. I'll get you to like League.
Yeah.
Dude, here's the thing. You hate League because you don't understand it.
Yeah.
As soon as you start getting it, as soon as things start clicking, you're going to love it. And then you're going to get to a point where you're good and you're going to hate it again.
Yeah.
Because everyone else sucks. That's how it works.
I mean,
it's like this roller coaster.
if I could get to that point,
There's like a hump when it comes to League.
Sure.
Okay.
I think that's
and once
with
you
any
get
game
over
now.
that hump
yeah.
and things start clicking, it's such a rewarding feeling where it's like, oh, I hit that combo, or I set up this play and I knew what was going on and that was me.
Yeah.
That's a really rewarding feeling because it doesn't hold your hand. It's an extremely difficult game and complicated.
Yeah.
So you know when you do well, you earned it.
It
Right? I'm
sounds
just
good.
saying.
No, I think that's the point of this exercise, right? It's
Yeah.
just to feel accomplished
Absolutely.
and to stick with something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the year, is it you pick something else or you can double down on what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, I would hope by the end of the year it's part of your rotation, like it's your life,
Yeah.
right? Not the
It's your
entire thing is your life, but it's like it's baked into you. It would
If I am not playing on SKT by the end of this fucking
I don't know what that means, but sure.
It's a Korean
Oh,
League of
okay.
Legends
Oh,
team.
okay. No, but it's like you're putting it in your rotation of like you have habits. This is what
Yeah.
you do every day, and it's
Yeah.
just it's like a given thing. Like we do this podcast every week, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just a thing that we said. Okay, and like I would say the podcast is the first thing we did, right?
Yep.
So I mean, like one thing we didn't mention, like I one of the things that I had on my list was just like streaming. Right?
Oh,
And just,
right,
like,
streaming,
just
yeah.
stream every day,
Stream every day.
or every other day, or whatever.
Schedule,
it is.
set a
And,
schedule.
and just and do that whole thing of being active on social media and
Yeah.
it's like
Well, a lot of your friends are into it and they're doing really well,
yeah,
which is encouraging for you
right.
because you can do that too. I think you
I
have.
can.
I think you have the
It's just-
temperament for it.
Yeah, but again, it's with everything, right? It's just the drive to stick with something. And I
But
just
that's
get
where we
discouraged
come in. I
easily,
think we'll keep each other
Just
honest
bolster,
and
yeah.
booster
Yeah.
the spirits
Sure.
and everything in between.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking? What is speaking? How are you going to select?
Well, my
what
thing
you're
was
gonna do?
everything I said I would enjoy to some degree.
Okay.
I think the only thing that I'm iffy about is League because I don't want you to be frustrated with me, or I don't want to hinder any progress you're doing, or I don't want it to be like, I guess, okay, I got to play with Tyler, which immediately means I'm not getting anything out of it.
I'm literally feeling
personally,
the
you know what I mean?
opposite. I
You say that, yeah, you say that now, but
So excited. No, to me, it's an opportunity. Can I coach this kid?
That would be interesting.
This
That'd be an
washed
interesting
up
dynamic.
old man. Can I drag him to the promised land?
That would be an interesting dynamic.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I think that's a skill for me too. Can I coach someone? It's a coaching situation.
If you were that, because that's different than what you're talking. Like, so you were like, can I get to whatever the rank is that you wanted to get to, or how high a rank?
Yeah, how high a rank can I get? Yeah.
If you're coming at it from, because I don't want to hinder your stuff, right? So like, if you're like, okay, coaching.
Why is that hindering me?
Well, no, like coaching is going to be an important thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like, the more we talk about it, the more I'm like, I don't think there's another person, not to get sappy, I don't think there's another person on this planet that I would do that with.
I know, dude.
But it would also be interesting to see like how, like, see what Jon looks like when it is like a competition or when it is like a certain level.
It's not pretty.
I can imagine.
It's not pretty.
My ultimate question is, can I get to a point that doesn't embarrass myself or you or whoever, or can I get to a point where you would actually be like, oh yeah, Tyler can play with us?
Absolutely, yeah.
Without
that'd be great.
being like, okay, well,
that's
we're gonna
the
have
year,
to
right?
carry
Like,
this guy, right?
You know, the month, there's like monthly tournaments that they do. That would be a year. All right, Tyler's on the team.
Oh,
Here we
so
go.
much pressure. Yeah.
So that would be it. That would be the final test.
Look, man,
Can he hold his own?
I would do that.
In the tournament.
I would do that, no problem.
That'd be so fun. See, the funnest part, I'm just so giddy about this, the prospect that it might happen, is like, there's so many great things about League, and there's so many terrible things about League. But the great things about League is like you find that champion that you vibe with.
Yeah.
You know, like I know you like Blitzcrank,
yeah.
but there's so many more out there. Imagine just, I love this guy.
Yeah, but the problem is like, so there are like free rotations and things, right? Like,
Yeah.
So I would just have to make a concerted effort to.
I could give you my alternate account.
Oh, you just have everyone?
I don't know if that one has everyone, but it has a lot. So
Just to try things.
just to try things, right? Yeah.
But that's part of it. Is like me as a person, I don't know.
Unless
if
you're ready to just spend money and buy an account with all the chips on it.
How much is that?
I don't know.
Yikes!
It's got to be a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be a shit ton of money.
Yeah, it's not worth it. At least right now, it's not worth it. But you know what I mean? Like I think my thing is like I always play games on. I will pick one thing, and I will just
one
focus
trick.
on one.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be. If I'm being a true player, I shouldn't be doing that, right? Like my
you
whole thing
shouldn't be
is
doing
like
that, yeah.
like I'll even with Valorant, like I have like my croucher or my slow walk or something is like right click or something like something insane. Like I forget what it is, but it's like I'm doing things wrong because it's like it's easier at least initially.
Yeah.
That's the main thing is I don't want to do any bad habits because any like bad habits that I have are a huge detriment. Like I need to break myself of a million things.
I would immediately make you play off of lock screen.
Off a lock screen?
You know how your screen's locked and it follows your champion?
Oh, I don't think I play.
Oh, you don't play like that?
I don't think so.
Okay, perfect. Then we're good.
Okay.
All right. I know your biggest thing is always like I hate playing down, going downwards. You hate playing on the right hand side.
Yeah.
But after like 100 games, you'll be fine.
Look, man, I'd put the time into it. I'm sure I would be regretting this, but if it's something that
it's up to you. I'm not going to force you to do anything. I am just excited at the prospect of that.
Well, what I'm saying is, if that's like the maybe we do like one of ourselves and like one that's like a combined effort thing.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You do it that way too.
It could do it that way.
We'll put some rules around.
Yeah. There's so many. There's so many things. I don't know. What's a personal thing that you're like thinking about doing?
I really like the streaming aspect of but I'm looking at it more on creativity because like it doesn't have to be like a game per se. Because if you look at streamers, it's like, hey, I'm going to build a keyboard. I'm going to do this stuff. It's more of just like it's personality. When I say streaming, I'm talking like be a good personality,
right?
And maybe get some use out of all the gear I have in that room, right?
You could review things.
Yeah, like there's a lot that I can just mess with,
cool,
and then I get that artistic thing of like branding and stuff, which I love to do.
Yeah,
and
you love the tech stuff though, so I can totally see that's more. I see that as more videos.
Well, that's the thing is like there's definitely video. I agree, but then with the video editing and stuff, and I don't know how much I necessarily enjoy that. I want to have a gateway. I want to get a personality down.
Yeah.
What if I was a VTuber and that was it, and like literally just completely, but like it would be based off of I have to be a completely different person than I am normally, right? So if like maybe I'm just like a VTuber, but I'm just like an asshole, and that's my shtick.
I don't think good at being an asshole.
I think it could be like no holds barred, just like, or I'm just like
if we're VTubers and we start the Christian couch and we're just so wholesome.
Could do that
and like just so PG with all the other VTubers on.
I mean, yeah.
That would be funny.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So at the end of the day, so I'm installing League tonight. Then.
Oh my god, is this happening?
Like, yeah. So
wait, so what is happening? What is happening right now?
So I
what is happening right now?
I have to. So let's say I did League.
Okay.
What is the like? What is my commitment? I think would be the thing that I need to know.
Okay. I wouldn't say. And it's something we can ramp up too, right? We don't have to start hard. We could work our way into it, right?
Well, so I think my only thing is I would...
you want a consistent schedule.
Well, I think a consistent schedule was important.
Okay.
I also think that I need if I don't have like... And I'm saying this because I think it would be fun to have you as a coach.
Yeah.
So if that means, hey, I need you to watch these videos or these games or understand... Like almost give me like homework type of stuff too.
Oh yeah, you're getting.
So
homework.
if you give me a curriculum, I would do that.
Oh man, that is excellent.
So then it might not be like, oh, I'm not playing this game tonight, but I'm watching I'm watching an hour of this, or I'm watching these finals, or I'm trying to understand something.
Oh my god, it's so good. I'm getting so hard right now. It's unbelievable.
See, on my I said League, but. This initial thing was actually StarCraft, where it was like, oh, I kind of want to get like super into StarCraft.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at like dead games versus alive games,
yeah.
I think I personally off the bat would probably enjoy StarCraft more.
Probably.
But I know you like League, and that's something we could do
together
technically.
I was thinking about an RTS. But I am so horrible at RTSs.
Well, that would be something where it's like the blind leading the blind, where we're both like, all right, we're going to just do StarCraft. And we just start
But does anyone play that anymore?
Oh, people always. I mean, you can get on games all the time. And the cool thing is our rank duos is separate from singles and stuff like that. So they do have that aspect too.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, that is a possibility.
I want to feel like I'm getting better though, and I don't want to do bad. Like my main thing is I don't want to do bad habits. So if I had somebody that was like meticulously being like, "Hey, you screwed up here. Like you need to change this, or why did you buy this thing, or what?" Like I think all that would be interesting.
Well, the build stuff is easy. You just copy until you get a feel for the items, and then you kind of branch out.
Sure.
But usually you still even copy because builds are pretty optimized. Yeah, bad habits. I'm trying to think like the worst habits players have.
Well, yeah, I mean, you never really watched me.
I know,
right?
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it. It's like you see what I do,
right?
Yeah.
And then it would come to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. What was so for personally though? Oh, you were saying streaming is kind of something you're thinking.
That's
about.
what I keep leaning to. It would really be between streaming or like understanding some sort of like I want some sort of growth. So if streaming, like I feel like with streaming, I have to learn a different type of marketing, a different type of design and things. Cause like YouTube videos and like thumbnails are just mind blowingly, like I cringe at it, but I need to like accept it. And then, cause people have that down to a science, right? Like the algorithms, every little bit is like perfect.
Yeah.
Perfectly tuned for what that platform is. And you're designing to the medium.
Right.
I don't know any of that, right?
Right.
So I think it would be incredible to learn that stuff and get like super, super into it. Even like mastering audio and stuff, and getting to a point where I'm not just copying like EQ settings or compressors or anything like that, but like truly understanding like intimate details on how to do it myself. I think was kind of cool too, just from like an audio engineering standpoint.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot.
Wow. How are we going to make a decision?
Well, I'm going to download League anyway.
Okay.
I'm going to try it
Alright,
out. So that's happening.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm going to.
What a regret.
Yes, this is either going to turn into a League of Legends podcast, or
It was my goal the whole time.
I'm just going to. It's the long con of a year of this.
Longest con. Just,
Or I'm
it was
just
an
gonna
IV
be,
drip of League comments every episode.
Yikes. And that's the thing is like I was like, okay, cool. I'll be like an RTS god, and then it's like, nope, we're gonna do League of Legends, which I guess is still.
It came from
It came from Warcraft 3. I think that League is still. You don't have that macro, right? Like you have this micro.
Because right. Because you don't have like a ton of units and shit. Yeah, for sure.
Like RTS is all about like hotkeying stuff and like zipping around the maps and stuff. It's insane. It's cool.
It is so cool.
But I would like to get to a point in League where I feel good. I would like to surprise someone, right? Like I would like to get like if someone doesn't listen to this episode and just be like, we play League one night and I'm just like actually okay.
Really good, yeah.
Dude, I don't even know if like really good is like my bar. My bar is like competent. Like I want somebody to go, oh. Like that's all I want. Is just be like, huh. Okay.
like Gerard or someone.
Oh, dude, that's actually a perfect thing. If I can impress Gerard by the end of the year, that would be what I would like to do.
Yeah.
That's
or
my
like
goal.
Mike.
That's it. That's my goal. Yeah.
At the end of the year, we'll play a game with me, you, Mike, Gerard, and someone else.
And get like a high
and we just and,
like high
and the
rank
goal
or
is to have Gerard go, oh.
Yeah. Huh. All right. I'm not going to yell at
Tyler.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. Because my thing is I get, like you said, I get so frustrated when I don't understand it, or I'm just going through the motions and I don't even know if I'm playing something correctly and I have no idea what anything does. And
it's going to be really hard. There's like 150 champions.
No, right. And that's fine to an extent. I just need to learn the basics first.
Yep.
And obviously, like you create the curriculum, whatever you want.
See, this is tough. I've never thought about this. I've just done it. Like everyone I play with knows how to play.
Yeah,
I've never like taught someone to play League.
So I mean, are you sure you want to get into this?
It seems daunting because I don't want to steer you wrong, and I don't know where I would start. Like when you say the basics, I'm like, holy shit, what are the basics of this game? Like I would have to really reevaluate what I would.
Well, it can go two ways, right? It can go two ways. One, either you talk about the basics, and I'm like, okay, I got it, and it's easy.
Yeah, but I don't want to be one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm going to explain like the game to you here, and I'm just talking at you, and then you want to just die because
no, I mean it's getting that bite-sized thing down, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I like, how do you learn best? Do you learn by, okay, let's just jump into a game, just tell me some things while we're playing, and I'm going to figure it out, or is it like, okay, let's sit down, whiteboard night, you show me the map, here's the objective of the game.
It's going to be a combination of both. The problem is I like prepping. I like seeing that kind of stuff. I like understanding like the ins and outs.
I'm sure I could find some good videos for you.
Sure.
That are good
introductory. I need some sort of, because like Day 9 was what I used on like StarCraft for the longest time because he's great.
Yeah.
So it's just understanding that stuff. I don't know.
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastique. So we're playing fucking League.
So we could do this thing where we do League and then I stream it.
Oh my god! And you just knock out two birds, one stone.
And just get absolutely flamed on that. Oh, to be fair, it would be funny. I would say that if I'm just playing by myself, right, like or getting frustrated, or like I'm just playing with you guys and like I get like super quiet and frustrated.
Yeah.
But if I'm streaming and I have to be like on.
Yeah.
Or it's just a giant joke, and like I'm not going to be like a dork about it. I'm not going to be like, I'm just gonna go down the bottom lane if I'm mid. Like I will put a concerted effort into it.
Yeah.
But like, that's the shtick. Is like I have never been a more serious League player. Like that is my life. Like I want like a League of Legends T-shirt. Like I want my blue filtered glasses or something like that. Cringe. Like I think that'd be hilarious. That'd be really good. That'd be it. I'm gonna change my name to like LoLMan, LoLGuy69, and just go in. That's my persona.
Wow, there it is.
That would be the transformation. Right
You're just
there.
like a really. Now, are you just like full of excuses? Like, is that the persona?
That could be part of it.
Like, dude, did you see my fucking, like, you clearly just inted.
Yeah.
And then you're like, my fucking teammate. Oh my God, dude.
Like, oh, come on, let's go. Yeah. Like, I would love to get hyped on that stuff. Like,
funny.
be the most, like, League, Twitch, like, just, like, the most stereotypical person in the world. That'd be
get the
hilarious.
lights, the streaming lights. Just have it all, dude.
I have them all. I have everything.
Yeah.
Got the lights.
That'd be weird, though. I always feel weird when I'm in someone else's stream.
How do you mean?
Like, I'm in your stream if I'm playing with you.
Oh, you don't want to be in the stream?
I will be, but I
Yeah.
don't want to mess up your.
Oh no! I mean, hey, we're
or I'll do
at this point it would be like a.
I'll do my own thing. I'll have a character too.
Or we can do whatever.
I don't know.
That's
Whatever
fine.
you want.
My whole thing is like learning to stream is like a
Yeah.
growth thing.
Yeah. So you want to stream then?
I think I'm leaning to that. Yeah.
When do we have to decide by? Is there a
I don't know.
Pencils
Is that
down?
something we're doing now? Oh my gosh!
I thought that's what this episode
Yeah,
was,
let's
but
do
I could
it.
be wrong.
We can do that.
I could be wrong.
We here's my thing. We have to because otherwise we're just
We're not
gonna.
gonna do it.
Yeah. So
And the year starts now.
right.
Yeah, the year starts now. We have 52 weeks.
All right. So by next week. So we're recording this early, like So this
Oh,
is,
yeah,
this is
so we do have a couple
weeks.
weeks,
We do
yeah.
have 2 weeks to set it
Yeah.
up, but like, so by the next episode, I will have my stream set up, ready to go, and we have to at least have been in League. What do you think? Like one time?
Okay.
We have some time. So I mean,
Yeah.
because you're going away next weekend, so I would
Yeah.
say maybe like 3 times. Is that too much?
No, I play League
Yeah, all
a
the
lot.
time. Yeah. So I will.
It's 3 times a lot.
I will have my stream set up. I will have my
The only
at
reason
least my rough branding done.
Yeah.
And I will have played 3 times by the next podcast.
All right.
That's a 2-week time. It's a little wonky the way we're doing this, but that would be.
I like it. So
I could do that.
streaming and League.
How did this happen?
And League is a co-op thing for us. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be a coach. You're going to be a player.
Sure.
Although I'm playing with you, though. So
Yeah.
unless you don't want me to play with you.
No, I want you to play. I
Okay,
mean,
so-
or if you're like this is, I'd rather because you can spectate, can't you?
I would have to spectate you through Discord.
Okay. I mean, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
However we want to do it. If you
I am
hate
more than
playing
happy to
with me,
play with you.
then
No, I don't hate playing with you. I would have fun.
Maybe
It would be. I see the problem is, am I just going to be carrying you? That's how you create bad habits. It's like, oh, John's just going to bail me out.
Well, then that would be
But
on you to
what
not
I will
do that.
say is you're playing support. Is that's what you want to play, right? You want to
I
play
don't know.
support?
I don't know
Or
what I
you
like.
can-
That's what I mean.
play-
I
okay,
have no
all right,
idea.
We'll try it all out, man.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be the best AD carry on the world.
Maybe.
And then I'll
Probably
have to play
not.
support. Probably not. I thought you always liked the supportive role.
I do, but I feel like that's less pressure, which is why I liked the support. Usually
Support
speaking.
is the most important out of the two down there. You dictate the entire lane.
Sure, but
Yeah.
that I don't know that. So I guess what I'm saying is like I need to come in completely fresh and not.
Yeah, of
understand
course.
everything.
It's like, I mean, we'll talk about it. Like, what do you want out of like, what do you
Yeah.
want to do in the game? And I'll break down the rules and what they do.
This might
Yeah.
be a terrible.
This is a fucking horrible idea. I
Okay.
can't even believe we're here.
Yeah.
You talk about me getting
This
away
is
with
not how
murder
I
on the
expected-
list.
Yeah, this is not how I
How
expected
did
this
how
to
did we
go.
get this?
I don't know. You got me excited. I'm just like
I'm
I don't
very
know, like,
excited about it.
This checks a lot of boxes. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we'll see.
We're locked in.
It's only a year.
We're locked in, man. All right. Tyler's gonna stream. We're gonna play League, and I'm gonna roll a D20 and find out what else I'm doing. with my life.
I mean, your volunteer service is going to be tough to
I
put all
can't
this
say
in.
no to that.
Dude, I can't wait for you to get like hiking. And I'll be like, hey man, you want to play League? No, I got to go hiking.
Oh my god, that is true. I should roll 3 and then pick 1.
Sure, go for it.
Right.
Let's see what you get.
All right.
Now, what happens? So here's the thing:
Yeah.
if you roll
Yeah.
the same number twice, is that an automatic?
I just get one
You have
less
a 1 in
choice.
20. Okay. Okay.
So if I roll the same number 3 times, that's literally God saying you must do this for a
Yeah.
year.
Oh man.
So if I get 3 20s in a row, I will be volunteering my ass off.
all right.
All right. Here we go.
If you get 3 20s in a row, man. That's,
I mean,
that's
right?
great.
Like that's like 1 in
Yeah.
8,000.
It's nice that you put a nat 20 as volunteer.
I thought, yeah, and then League of Legends is a critical fail. I was very
It's not even
intentional.
a roll. Like, what am I doing with my life? That's
I
fine.
don't know.
I think Jeff's into League too, right?
I got a 12, which is marksmanship.
Marksmanship. Uh-oh.
Nate's very-
Nate's suddenly hard now. That's fine.
What would that be? So if I go shooting, is that like a once a week?
I think you need to roll this, and then we'll talk rules.
Oh God.
Because I need to get my streaming stuff down too, like on what
okay.
the expectations are.
16. Cycling.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Some
marksmanship, cycling, and the big ol'
gardening.
There you go. I think I know which one wins here.
I don't know.
Okay.
Gardening seems cool.
Gardening, I feel, is that's like an easy.
And I can play League.
The gardening basically sets its own schedule.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Cycling's good activity, like exercise, I mean.
So, like cycling, I mean, you're still going to the gym and stuff then? And like cycling or do you try to like put cycling as your gym time?
Yeah, that's a good point. And what does cycling entail? Like, what am I trying to do there? I just ride my bike around?
I don't know. I mean, like, is it like, can you eventually do like a marathon? Don't they have trails and stuff where it's like you can cycle from like
here to DC,
Maryland and Antarctica? Yeah, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like
Maryland,
yeah,
Antarctica.
but you could like do like the trail from like here to DC and like you could literally just like cycle there.
Yeah, that takes days though, but yeah.
Sure, but I mean you could do it.
That would be a cool year end project. Or I could do marksmanship, which Nate would really fucking love.
I guess it depends on how much of it do you want to be. Because like cycling, I think that your biggest challenge there is you're going to be solo, right?
Yeah,
or you would have to find like other people to help you.
I would be kind of solo on that.
I think that's the tough part is this, and this is what maybe I'm a coward going to the league side, but it's like, you know, it's at least you have that support or like that more of like kind of immediate coaching versus like the once a week check-in of like, hey, how was your cycling? Oh man, it sucked. Yeah, it sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do? That's not great content, right?
Yeah.
Gardening,
you have stuff to show for
progress.
It.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be just, I don't know.
And then what is I mean, you don't have a ton to show for marksman. I'm kind of leaning gardening. How crazy is that?
I think that, I mean, that's something you could do with, for mom gardens.
She has
mom. But that's what I mean is you have I think that part of growing is you have this guidance that isn't just, and this is really kind of what I'm clicking into is like, I need something beyond just YouTube videos. YouTube videos are helpful, but if I'm doing like League of Legends, I have you, I can talk to other people. If I'm doing any type of like streaming stuff, we have friends that do stream that I could talk to or bounce ideas off of or do different things. Like you have entryways into certain things.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's a crutch or if that's helpful or if that's something that, you know, it's weird. It's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. At the end of the day, everything we said, we just like, we want to do it in some regard.
Hand me a D4.
But you're locked in. Oh, no. Why?
Because I'm going to roll another D20 and then I'm going to roll a D4 and see which one I'm
I don't even know where's the die.
I don't know.
I just gave it to you.
I have it.
You have it right there.
Thanks. I can't decide between these. Kind of want to do gardening, actually. Should I just pick gardening?
I think, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, the only rule is you have to pick something.
Oh, of course. All right, I'm going to roll once more just to see what it is. It's 12 again, marksmanship. Does that tell me something or what?
It depends how much money you want to put together, man.
It'd be fun. I would enjoy it.
Sure. Why not?
I would get good at it.
Yeah.
What does that mean for my
easy
life?
Easy to do. You could come record a podcast or go marksmanship and then come here and record and we go.
Yeah, for sure.
Thornhill. I don't know. It's gonna cut into our League of Legends time. That's all. Whatever, you know.
Kind of want to garden. I'm gonna garden. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm gonna garden.
I think there's something in gardening. I lost all my poor bonsais, but
so my garden, or my mom's garden right now, is horrible. So I'm gonna take a picture of it. It just looks like shit, and then I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Put your mom on blast. Yeah,
all together. Well, she's a very busy lady. It's not her fault.
Yeah, but I mean that'd be cool. Like that's something you can.
The problem is my mom has this epic rivalry with the deer. They eat all shit. So
well, see, that just goes hand in hand with marksman.
Oh my god! True. 2 birds, 1 stone. 2 deer, 1 bullet.
All right, so I'm
gonna garden for the next fucking year of my life. What has happened during this episode?
Turn into a streamer.
I did not think I was gonna walk to the door, walk out.
I really thought I was gonna be coding coming out of this.
I don't know why, but I thought I was going to be playing like poker or something, and that seems cool.
I feel like I'm just trying, like, it's a good thing that it's like, okay, look, I have all this stuff. I
Yeah.
bought all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to be forced to use it.
Yeah.
And think about it this way. In a year, if I'm like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
This is miserable. I
Yeah.
don't want to do this. I hate this.
Yeah.
I can sell it all
Yeah.
and then find something else.
I'm excited. Next year on this episode, we're going to talk about our final project.
Yeah.
And then we're going to say, what are we doing next?
My two goals then would be, what is it? Partner or affiliate is better?
Partner.
Partner. My goal is get partner.
Partner's tough.
Yeah.
I don't think is Jeff partner?
I don't know.
Is Josh partner?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Let me play it this way. I'll definitely do affiliate. That's gonna be my my halfway goal.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
that's your first stepping stone.
And I want Gerard to be like, oh,
That's great.
I literally want him to say, oh.
What is my goal? I want I don't know. I just want to be proud of my garden.
Yeah, or have someone else be proud. Like have your mom be proud of your garden.
Validation.
Yeah, okay.
My validation's on it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's silly.
I think
you live
that'll
off
be
of
great.
other people's validation, just like me.
That's true. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. But gardening's like not super impressive.
I think it is. I planted 60 trees and none of them grew.
So if I'm in a bar and I'm hitting on a girl, maybe I'll be like, "Yeah, you want to see my garden?"
Sure. Yeah.
I wonder how well that would work.
I don't think it works well.
You don't think so?
No. If you were like, "Hey, I want to see my garden," I'm immediately thinking like dirt buried.
What do you mean dirt buried?
I feel like you're going to murder me and bury me in your garden.
Okay, what if I say, "Hey, me and my mom have a garden"?
Yeah, then that's even more serial killer vibes of like Mother and Ted Bundy or whatever that.
Hey, I grow my own
is.
vegetables. I have a nice
Yeah,
flower
but now
bed.
you're like a doomsday prepper.
Flowers. Do you like flowers?
Flowers are nice.
Hey, do you like flowers?
Yeah.
I just planted some lilies. Do you want to see?
Oh, lilies are the death flower. You don't want that. You have a lot to learn about
switching.
gardening.
I would like to switch.
Seriously, who's the guy with the mother in Norman Bates? Norman Bates is who I'm thinking of.
Who's that?
The serial killer guy.
I don't like cereal.
Oh, well, he only ate Cheerios and Ted Bundy was he cannibal?
No.
No, Ted Bundy just murdered people.
He murdered women exclusively.
Where did we go? Okay, yeah, no, gardening's
Why
totally
do
fine.
people like those serial killer shows?
I don't know, man. That's a whole. That honestly, you probably would if you go into and this is being very stereotypical, so I apologize, but I would bet you get more. You would get a better shot if you walked into a bar and talked to just a random woman at a bar,
Yeah.
and started talking about serial killer podcasts,
Absolutely.
than if you talked about gardening. That is my hypothesis.
You're 100% correct. That's not even a crazy statement. That's like, oh yeah, I bet water's blue.
Wet. Yeah, is water wet? Did we already
Is
go
water
through all
blue?
that?
I don't think so.
No, water's clear.
Why do we always color it blue?
It's
Ocean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
There it is.
That's it.
1 year.
We're just like, yeah, we're done.
Welcome to the couch company.
Yikes! So that was basically.
Did you not want to be done?
No, I'm done. I mean, that's fine.
No, I'm
I'm done. Yeah, like I got to go install League now and start getting that ready.
God, what?
It gives me some purpose. I feel like
you're
you're
currently getting bombarded by the research department, by the way.
Why?
Dude, you playing League, bro? Let's play some League.
All right. Well, here's my thing, and I'm just going to be very, very clear about this. I don't care if it's right or wrong direction.
Okay.
I'm only I have one coach.
Yeah.
That coach is you.
I appreciate that.
So if we're talking like senseis or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm loyal. So if you tell me to go left and the research department or anyone else is like, look, man, this guy's insane, you have to go right, I'm going left. I don't care.
It's beautiful words,
if that hinders me, that hinders me. But
I love it.
that's it.
I love it.
Yikes.
Yikes.
We should have picked an MMO.
We have what?
We should have picked an MMO. We should have been like, okay, we're going to play Elder Scrolls.
The pressure would be less.
Yeah.
But the enjoyment would be less.
Well, that's to be seen. We'll see.
That
I
is
feel
to be
like
seen.
I'm going to play this one time and just get so
You're locked in,
frustrated.
dude.
I know I am. That's
Can
why.
we set it in stone?
Yeah, it's done. It's chiseled in.
It's chiseled.
I'm downloading it tonight, or literally right when you leave. I'm gonna go in my room, download it,
We need to get rules in place.
cry a little bit, but yeah. So you think 3 times a week minimum?
3 times a week? Yeah.
Is that
That's
that
perfect.
fair? I'd have to talk with Chelsea.
What's
and make sure
gardening?
that's
What
not-
do I do for gardening?
That's what I mean. I think based off of what you plant, that's going to be like next week. So like next week,
Okay, we'll do some research.
yeah, like next week, I'm gonna have a couple games I'm running
Yeah.
about. I'm gonna have like my base, like I'm gonna have like here's my dumb stream. That's gonna be the interesting thing is see where the stream starts
Yeah.
with the overlays and the branding and everything, and
Yeah.
then see a year later what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
And then for you, it'd be like you got to do your research. You got to figure out what kind of plants because it's based off time of year, right? Like you got to start right away.
Yeah.
So figure out what kind of plants and things you want to plant, and then that's going to dictate your involvement.
Oh my God, am I making a huge mistake?
I think we both are, but
Absolutely.
I mean, it's locked in. That's
Could
what
I
we're
have
doing for a year.
picked the most boring?
That's not boring.
We're talking about like scuba diving
Yeah,
and
but
shit.
you gotta
like,
learn. You gotta
how
read,
sweet would this
too.
video be? Nope, gardening, bro.
Nah, I'll be all right. I think this is going to evolve. I mean,
gardener.
look at our podcast.
I'm
and
very
how it
excited
evolved over a year.
to have an activity to do with my mom.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome because she'll really get a kick out of it. And it'll help her too because she's always wanted to have a really nice garden. But, she didn't have anyone to do it with. And it helps having a
there
buddy.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So the problem is she's like not very good.
Oh, wow. You really just putting my mom on
She
blast.
admits this. Her dad, my grandpap, had a green thumb. Like he was really excellent
Yeah.
at growing things and gardening and everything. And she's like, dude, I don't know what happened, but like I don't have the skill. So I'm hoping maybe it skipped a generation. Maybe I'm like really good. I could be.
I mean, that's part of this.
I could
right?
be
Like, it's just-
fantastic.
yeah.
This is our mission of Tyler's theory of
Fine.
you're the
fine, what
best
you're
at
good
something in the
I'm
world.
gonna let you know a secret. It can't be League of Legends. Then I'm making a huge mistake.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
it's
not-
chiseled though, dude.
Yeah,
You're fucked.
I know.
You
I-
are fucked.
I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun. That's
Dude,
gonna
maybe
be-
you're the best like Lee Sin player in the world.
is that a character?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very hard character to play too.
So I'm assuming there exists something where it's like here's a starter character you should play, like Garen.
Yeah. Garen's easy.
Yeah.
You might like Yumi. She's
Sure.
a cat, and she literally
Yeah.
attaches onto another champion. You don't have to move or anything.
Oh,
You
done.
shoot-
Yeah.
You shoot your skills. Like
What if we just instead of League of Legends, it was Heroes of the Storm? Is that still a game?
no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the character where it's two people in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. We become the top ranked
Two people in one.
ogre
guy.
ogre
Okay,
champ.
guy.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
Oh my God, we fucked up.
Yep. This was not what I expected.
Thanks for listening.
Hopefully there's a next episode.
Hopefully there's the next episode. We might be canceling the Couch Company. But in the meantime, check us out on couchcompany.games.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of links there. If you like
We're
links,
going to have a Twitch stream very soon.
very soon, Tyler's going to stream on Twitch at LolMan65.
69.
Oh, shit.
That's probably taken, right?
yeah, so that's why I would do 65.
I don't even know what my Twitch is. Is it Sir Wolfengard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know your league password and stuff? You better figure that out.
Wouldn't it be the same as Valorant?
Valorant, yeah.
Then yes, I do know it.
Nice. Check us out on Twitter. We do polls
Yeah.
at Couchco Games.
Yes.
And we're gonna see you next week. We're gonna get our rules down for our year-long mission and first little update, I guess.
Yeah. So just to clarify,
Just the research.
Just to
yeah.
clarify,
Yeah.
3 games and Twitch presence.
And mine
next week.
is
Yours is you.
what
you
am I
find
gonna
out what you're
plant?
plant.
I'm gonna find out what I'm gonna plant.
Yeah.
Gonna
And
find out what I'm
I
gonna
expect to know when your first harvest is.
God damn it! I hate this already. What am I doing with
You
my
need to
life?
talk intelligent. You can't just be like, "Hey, I'm planting tomatoes." Like I need to know why.
what
I need to
tomatoes,
know-
why,
Yeah.
yeah,
I need
I
some.
know.
I need some intro.
I regret this.
2 weeks. You got it.
Regret it.
You got it.
Regretful.
Easy.
Easy peasy. All right, there it is. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Thanks for joining us on the couch.